Hey, what's going on, team? So who got smoked by the market today? So it's not much of a surprise that the market was a choppy day. I mean, I'm all for choppy days, but today was like a super choppy day, and it hasn't stopped just yet. We talked about it in yesterday's video. Everyone's been talking about it all of last week when we saw the market aggressively drop after the Trump administration announced that they will not be talking about a second stimulus check until after the election. Significant drop for the overall market. So now we knew that the market would drop off if there is, again, no second stimulus check. Then they said, okay, well, the deadline is now on Tuesday, and we're going to proceed this conversation of trying to get the second stimulus check before the election. And that kind of like allowed the market to recover a little bit. Today was a roller coaster, and so many people got smoked. The main focus that we had today for the Learn, Plan, Profit live trading session is put your seatbelts on. It's going to be a choppy day because of the conversation that was supposed to be pretty much had today, right? And as soon as the market opened, even honestly before, during the pre-market session, there's a lot of consistency in between the middle and top view up. This is /NQ. It's the NASDAQ future. I trade NASDAQ or correlating NASDAQ ETFs. So this was a big focus of mine. We aggressively sold off, right before the market opened. And then guess what happened? It aggressively pushed up. This was during the live trading session. We did really well during the live trading session today. It became overbought. Very easy not just to see based off of indicators, but based off of previous trading prices, right? Previous resistance levels. Aggressively sold off. This was significant. Aggressively sold off, aggressively picked back up. It pulled back a little bit. I thought we were going to do, again, aggressively drop right back off. I got smoked. I got smoked on this one because it was a false reversal, and then it made new highs. I got smoked on that one because as I thought the market was about to pull back, I went into SQs. And SQs goes up when the market goes down. And when you're faked out like this, it made higher lows and it aggressively began to push up. I gave back some of the profits that I made on SQs, and I'll be showing you guys everything for those that kind of don't know what it is that I trade. I'm very grateful for how today played out. $2,200 is what I was able to walk away with. Please note that $1,900 of that came from TQs, all day trades. SQs, $407. I was up over $1,000 on SQs, and I gave back quite a bit because of that little fake out. It happens, right? I think I could have gotten closer to $4,000 if I didn't make that mistake because it kind of hurt my confidence. But I also am down $291 on the day on Tesla. These are long positions. So in reality, based off my day trades, I'm actually up closer to $2,300. But I'll take this into consideration. $2,200 is fine. With the idea that then we began to aggressively sell off, the news came out, aggressive drop, lower lows, lower highs, did fine with that. Was kind of cool, calm, and collected. How was I able? So like right now, how the market's overbought. I think that there's going to be pullback potential. Right now, the market's super choppy. I'm not going to trade anymore during the aftermarket trading session. But what I am going to do is I'm going to buy a little bit more Tesla and I'm going to buy a little bit more Apple. Actually, I'll do it during this little recording. So I'm all for it, and let me explain to you. Just because I buy something or invest in something does not mean that you should. I'm long on these positions. I don't go long on TQs. I don't go long on SQs. Those are all day trades. High risk, high reward. I want to accommodate and kind of like manage that risk during these trading sessions. Intraday makes sense, right? Well, for those that it makes sense too, cool. If it doesn't, then don't trade them. Tesla and Apple. Because now we are approaching the SMA line, again, I'm just explaining to you why I'm buying more. It tends to bounce, not always. It doesn't mean that it always has to, but it tends to bounce at the SMA line for the previous 180 days. It sometimes sells off a little bit below that, but then it recovers. Sells off around the SMA line, recovers. Sells off at the SMA line, recovers. Guess where we're at right now? SMA line. One thing that you want to take into consideration is that this week is a very big week for earnings. Tomorrow, earnings. And on the 22nd, there's going to be a lot of earnings for a lot of these different airlines and stuff like that. So please take that into consideration. Why am I saying this? Well, I'm deciding to buy a little bit right now. It's not going to be anything significant, probably about $5,000 of Tesla and $5,000 of Apple. I'm going long. So the more it drops as of right now, as we experience negative catalyst, yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'm thinking, 5-10 years down the road, I'm okay with holding these, right? So I want to be able to pick a little bit up big picture. What I want to explain to you is please understand the idea of, position size. I'm buying at certain dollar amounts that I'm comfortable in. And what does that mean? This is a question that we get asked all the time. Well, if we see a significant drop on Tesla or a significant drop on Apple or a significant drop that you might experience on whatever stock you're going long on, is the dollar amount or the percentage that it drops going to be so significant it makes you uncomfortable? And how do you perform when you are uncomfortable? Not the best. Let's make it super simple. When you're uncomfortable and when you're uncertain, you don't perform the best. That's simple, right? So you want to have enough money in the market that you're both effective and efficient. So if you see that the market drops 5 or 10% and it makes you uncomfortable, then maybe you have a little bit too much skin in the game, right? Thinking about worst case scenario. Do these normally experience, or Tesla's a little bit different, but do we normally experience a 5% drop in one day on Apple often? No, but there are those kind of days, right? So you just want to make sure that you set yourself up for success. And I think the best way to do so is being selective, only putting your money in companies that you see value in and that you understand the risk of. There's two sides to every opportunity, and you need to be able to tolerate that risk, not just the opportunity. If stocks were as simple as I'm going to buy here and sell here for a profit, don't you think everyone would be successful doing so? One of the most difficult parts in trading in the market and investing in the stock market is risk management. Please do something today that your future self will thank you for. It's not about a make it or break it, especially if you're learning how to trade or learning how to invest. Encourage yourself and embrace the idea of learning, and don't be so obsessive about the idea of making money. Again, balance, effective and efficient with the dollar amount that you trade with. So I'm very grateful for how it played out today. And actually, again, like I said, I wanted to buy a little bit more of Apple. So one of the things, if you guys use TD Ameritrade, I know a lot of you guys might not, but 50 shares, 118 flat. So I should be getting filled. And for those that are wondering, how am I able to trade when the market's closed? It is 4:27 p.m. and after market trading session for me here in Arizona goes up until 5 p.m. So I can trade, again, all those couple of hours, even after the market closes. Like Robinhood, I think lets you trade 1 hour or 30 minutes. I don't know. After the market, I actually don't know, maybe 2 hours. But TD Ameritrade lets you do the 4 hours. So very excited for what's to come. Please understand that with all this crazy news, especially about the stimulus and the election, is creating volatility and inconsistencies. It could make it a little bit more difficult to trade. How can it be easier? It's never going to be easy, but how could it be easier to trade these stocks? Either be more selective and or trade with a position size that isn't so much that it makes you emotional. Just it puts you in a better position to succeed. So really do appreciate you guys' time. I hope that I earned your thumbs up. And also for all those that have been asking that follow me on Instagram, we do have our merch, right? The Wall Street collection is going to be dropping this Friday. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, I've been keeping you guys up to date, sharing kind of some sneak peeks of like our new hoodies, the fuzzy Wall Street hoodies, and then, the long sleeves, and then the scallop tees that we're going to be sharing with you guys on Friday. So I hope that's something that you guys are excited for. If so, again, make sure you smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We do run a large and free Facebook group, one of the largest ones out there in the world with 292,000 members. And that's that first link down below when you feel ready to join. If you guys want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, click the second link down below. We had about a 1 hour live trading session today with the Learn Plan Profit Group. So if you want to learn more about them, how you can watch me trade live every single morning at market open and see if our team is a good fit for you, click the second link, and we'd love to have you as a part of the team whenever you feel ready. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.